Okay, now that's been the regularly scheduled classes that we've been working with. Got an individualized instruction class now.
Certainly.
And see how we would update the individual students.
And you can clear this data whichever way suits you the best. The experienced user knows that if you use the clear button, it wipes everything out. And then you have to re-enter your institution and term. And I prefer the manual, removing the other items, but that's okay. Whatever works for you. ARG. No.
AGB.
AGB.
494. This is a thesis class for the School of Management and Agribusiness.
And it also has 2 classes.
Let's take that first section.
All right.
And I noticed this at first looks just like a group class.
Yes, it does.
What do I do to get to the student list so I can assign faculty to students?
You click on the individualized instruction checkbox. This tells you that the information on the previous page will be deleted. If this is really individualized instruction and that's what you want to assign effort instructors per student. You click OK. And the screen is populated with the students who are enrolled in the class.
I see.
And the instructor that is on the class, assigned to the class.
And often in departments will put a department chair name, for instance, for the whole thesis section. But here I believe I can attach individual faculty to each one of those students who's working with them on their thesis this term. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so Elizabeth there is working with Professor Williams. If I know her ID, can we just put it in?
Yes, you can.
Okay. It would be 1,007. And Brad is working with Professor Cook.
Okay.
1,000. The next 2 are working with Professor Lindley.
Okay.
Go down to the last one, Meredith. And that one would be 1,008.
So we've added Monica, Jordan, and Shane.
Right, and you know what? That last student is really actually working with 2 professors.
Okay.
They're working with Jordan Cook and Shane Force.
Okay.
So how would we add a second professor just for that one student?
Okay, for Meredith here at the bottom.
Right.
We'll scroll over and click the plus sign. And that will give us another row in which to add Jordan. And since we have Jordan's ID up here, we can copy and paste it. So now we have Shane and Jordan, and we have to put in the organization. Is Jordan still with CAG? Or?
Actually, Jordan is being funded by a different department,
Okay.
the Global Management Department. So that would be CGLOBMAN.
All right. And now I see that we still have Shane and Jordan at 100%.
Oh.
So we have to correct that.
We would want 60% Shane and 40% Jordan.
All right.
Okay, that looks
Anything
good.
else?
No, that looks good.
Okay, we'll lock it.
It's a fairly small class, but
Right.
there are some thesis and dissertation classes that may have very many students in them. And while I'm updating this, I may get interrupted. What happens if I get interrupted and I haven't entered a percentage of something? Can I save it the way it is and come back to it later?
Yes, you can. And you want to be sure and lock it, as we did, and save it. And that will prevent the nightly process from changing the data that you've already put in here.
Okay,
Because
great.
it would restore it to the original data.
Great.
And then you can come back into this class. If you have further updates to it, you would need to unlock the checkbox. And yes, you know that you're unlocking it and that you want to make more updates. And this returns the fields to be able to be changed or added.
Okay.